Welcome, everybody, to the first episode of the Free Reign podcast, the only podcast where people have the ability to say whatever they want to say. And today, y'all, we got a big special guest today, one of my favorite people in the entire world, one of my best friends over here. I don't even want to introduce her. I want her herself to introduce herself because I have so much stuff I can say about her. But go ahead and introduce yourself, give your name, what school you go to, what year you are, and anything else you want to tell people.
Well, I go by Mykayla Cunningham. I really go by KayKay, but Mykayla Cunningham. I go to Lindenwood University, and I'm a freshman, about to be a sophomore.
Yes, KayKay has just came off a great freshman campaign, had an amazing season, and I'm so proud of her, everything she's done. Funny thing is, we actually just played basketball together at Spire University, not Spire University, Spire Institute and Academy. And we had a great season there together. And now we're both at our own colleges. I'm at Clarion University right now. And so today we're going to start my podcast today. I'm so glad that she's on for my first one with me. And I'm your host, Autumn Rain, and we're just going to hop right into it. And first of all, KayKay, how did your first freshman season go? How did you like it?
It went really well. So we were actually the youngest team in the nation. So it was kind of a lot of difficulties that you had to get through, just being like, just going there and seeing the college level and see how fast people go and how you had to change all that up. It was kind of just an experience, and we all just went through it the same. So.
Yeah, that's good. And so do you feel like going from Spire, like that being a prep school, going to college, do you feel like that was an easy or hard transition?
I think it could. I think I'm in the middle with that. So like the easy part of that is because you already get that experience, like the way that you and me played against the teams that we did play against, you get that level of like, oh, that's the intensity it's gonna be. But I think the hard thing is switching from having so little in classes to you're in a big university with tons of people and tons of people that you just don't know. Inspire, you knew everybody, you knew all their business. So
right.
it's a little different.
I totally agree with that. I mean, I feel like for me, my freshman year, I feel like it definitely helped because we had a rigorous schedule there. We had to do, we had weightlifting, we had practices, we had to get up early. Everyone kind of abided by that same schedule. And I feel like now being in college, I mean, obviously we kind of still have that same workload with school and balancing college and basketball and all that and having away trips and all this stuff. But at the same time, I feel like there is a little bit more free reign that we have in college where we can kind of, do our own thing. We're kind of accountable for our own stuff. But I mean, I definitely feel like Spire kind of gave me a good foundation as well. So going into that, what is one of your favorite moments that you had throughout this season?
This season. Okay. I guess my favorite moment was probably just winning the first game. So we had a new coach too. So like her first D1 win. So like just going there and winning and having to spray the water on her. I think that was just exciting. And like that water part is just elite anytime. You do that.
I totally agree with you. When we got my first college win too, I feel like I was off the wall. We had the little Gatorade jug. We poured it on her. My coach was a first year coach too. She was so happy, and my whole team was happy. Like we stormed the court because we just, when I got that first win, it's nothing like that first college win season. So, that's also a big thing. What do you think was your least favorite moment of the season?
Well, so at our school they do these free throw tests, and Autumn, you already know. You already know. Now you made 70 something free throws at the end. I was not making 70 something free throws in a row. So we had to.
But we used to make 10 free throws at the end of every practice. So
you're right, but I don't know where it went. So we had to do. We had to maybe do 8 reps of it. You had to shoot 10 free throws. Regular. Then you had to go run a suicide in between it. I did good. I did good at the running part. I could run. I can run.
Yeah, right. She can run.
But them free throws when you got tired.
Ain't nothing like it. Legs is burning. Arms is shaking.
Yes. So I had to redo it 3 times till I passed the actual test. I think that was probably my least favorite. Probably.
Mhm. Mhm.
hmm
So speaking of that, speaking of running, what did your guys' conditioning look like? And did you guys do it on the court, on the soccer field track? What did that look like?
So it was both. So we kind of changed it up this year. So we're doing some on the court, some on the track. So it was mostly in the mornings. You do court, or you go to the football field, or
Mhm.
you just depends on what workout he puts us through. So but a lot of times it was more so outside. It was good out. It was warm outside, so we did a lot of like running on the track or running hills and things like that.
Mhm.
But the running wise, it was good. It wasn't a struggle. I think also Spire helped that with it too, doing that.
Mhm. Mhm.
What we do on the soccer field, that one test.
The soccer field, the ladders or whatever. Yep. Mhm.
So
Yep.
I think that helped a lot, just to just keep that in your mind, when you're running. So
Mhm.
it wasn't too bad. It was pretty good. It switched though. We didn't have like the same running drill every day. So
Mhm.
hmm
Yeah, ours kind of was similar. Luckily, we had to do none. We didn't do any on the track or any on the soccer field. Thank the
hmm
Lord. But because I used to hate doing that. But
hmm
we did a lot of our stuff on the court, suicides. Do you know like how you have to push the towel and you got to crawl, push the towel? We had to do
Oh, you
those.
had to do towel
Uh,
pushes.
yep, towel pushes.
Mm-mm.
I mean, they wasn't bad, but you gotta rough it out. You gotta thug it out.
Right.
Either way. Um, so, what would your like daily schedule look like on a game day? So, just say you got a game at nighttime. What would
hmm
your rundown be leading up to the game?
Okay, so I wake up. Normally it's on a class day if it's not on a Saturday. But if it's
Mm-hmm.
on a Thursday, I do class, get that over with. We have shoot
Mm-hmm.
around like 11. If it's a later game, we have shoot around 11. If it's an early game,
Mm-hmm.
probably 9. So we knock down shoot around. Everybody just gets, either they go to the training room, or if they have class, they go to class. And then you have
Mm-hmm.
to go 2 hours before. And that in between that time, I'm laying down. I'm, I'm napping. I don't know.
I'm going to bed.
So I'm laying down, I wake up, I eat like you. I actually took up your idea, eating three
Oh, okay.
hours. Yeah, I started
Yeah.
doing that
Mm-hmm. Okay.
because
Period.
I
Period.
was eating an hour before the game.
Right. She ain't
so I
care. She would drink that Sonic slushy like it ain't even matter.
so I took up Autumn's idea and did 3 hours before
Mhm.
a game, and then so that basically, and then game day happened. So
And do you have a favorite like pregame meal, or you just eat whatever?
I really don't have a favorite pregame meal, but I mean we have
Mhm.
Qdoba and Chick-fil-A at our school, so I'll probably get a chicken Qdoba bowl.
And yes, like all we got is Starbucks, Domino's,
See, I don't know why so many people
Dunkin'.
love Starbucks.
Yeah, it's not even. No, no.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Um, yeah, that's gonna be a whole different story. We're gonna keep talking about food all day. What would your would you rather have a morning, afternoon, or night game?
I'm gonna have to go with afternoon, around that
I would
1,
too.
2-ish time.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Mhm.
Cause morning too early. I'm barely awake.
Mhm.
Night, I'm ready to go to bed.
Right, right. So there's no in between. It's funny because one of my games this season we actually played in Alaska. And Alaska is a whole 3 hours,
Yep.
5 hours behind us. So they had us playing at like 7 p.m. their time, which was like 11 p.m. our time. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm over here ready to go to bed, all tired and everything. Like I'm trying to take energy drinks to kind of perk me up a
Mm-hmm.
little bit. Didn't work. But
That's
yeah, I would
crazy.
agree. I would agree. Afternoon, that is that best
Yep.
time because yeah, it's definitely in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, moving on. What was your favorite and least favorite drill that you did in practice this year?
Hmm.
Take your time.
Um, I think my favorite drill, I like to compete. So, favorite drill was definitely the rollout 1v1. You got to score
Mm-hmm.
the 1 versus 2. You have to score.
Mm-hmm.
What a lot of people call it different. I call it the KU drill. Other people call it Michigan drill. But
Mm-hmm.
it's like where 1 goes down, score on 2, 3 come back, score on 2. 4,
Oh
3.
yeah, right. Yeah, 4-3.
Yeah,
Yep.
a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people call it
Yeah,
so
that's
many
that one.
different things.
Mm-hmm.
When I Aspire, they had us trying to do that, and we ain't had.
Yeah, we ain't never have enough people to do that.
But
Man, it
yeah,
was like 1-on-4. I don't know what was going on.
but I think that's my favorite drill for sure. And then, I never actually thought about what my least favorite drill was. Um, Probably it's called this Mustang drill. So you have
Mm-hmm.
to box out, and you have to transition after, and you have to come back. But you have to go
We
in a
did something
circle.
like that.
You have to
Mm-hmm.
go in a circle, then you got to box out, and that boxing
Find
out ain't
somebody to
my
box out.
forte.
Right, me
Boxing
either.
out ain't my forte. So
I'm ready to
I
get
was
the outlet,
struggling.
and I'm going. Yeah.
And then if somebody got an offensive board on you, you'd have to run sprints. Like,
Oh no.
it
Oh
was a lot.
no. I think my least favorite. We used to do this back at Spire, but we had to do like the full court 1-on-1. Like you got to do the full.
Yes. Yes.
And like the full court 1-on-1. I like playing 1-on-1 half court. Like I feel like that's easier, but like the full
That's
court
perfect.
1-on-1, definitely when you got to go for a long time, like that was definitely killing me. I think my favorite
hmm
drill also was like I like the 3-on-2, 2-on-1. I like doing that, or
hmm
just playing, just playing.
Right.
Honestly,
Right.
you can't go wrong
Five
with
versus
just
five.
playing.
Right.
Right,
Exactly.
exactly. We ain't never had enough people to do that last year, but we made the most of it.
Right.
Do you have if you if someone right now could describe your game in 3 words, what would it be and why?
Fast.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, because
Fast.
she's speedy.
Um, I would say I'm gonna say random because you never know what you're gonna get from me on that
Yeah,
day.
yeah, I get you. I get you.
So random. And
Uh-huh.
then I would also like to say calm. Like
Yeah,
I'm really
you
calm.
are
A
very
lot of
calm
stuff
under pressure.
don't make me nervous.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
a
I
good one.
say.
I would say Shifty for you too. Shifty K. Bring Shifty K. Man, I had the ball on the string all the time. I think for me, my teammates would say that like my handle.
hmm
I feel like I can handle the ball really well. My shooting ability. I feel like
hmm
from high school to college, my shooting ability really improved. And then, crazy enough, my rebounding ability right now has really gone up. You may not think
Okay.
it. You may not
Okay.
think it because I'm the smallest one in the court. But it was funny because I had a conversation with one of my coaches, and we were talking about, after the first couple games of the season, getting my rebounds up. And after that point, I was like, bet, that's what I'm gonna do. So I went
hmm
out and like was getting 7 rebounds a game, and I just try to get 2 rebounds a quarter, and that's what I was doing.
Yep.
So,
That's what you gotta
I
do.
would say that.
Most guards don't box
um,
fast. You just run in there and get it.
that's true. Just run there and hope for the best. Uh, so, okay. Since if the people already don't know, I'm gonna tell them right now. We was the best duo out Ohio, hands
Out of
down,
Ohio.
hands down. And like I don't want to hear nothing about it. But if we had one more year together, if we had one more year, what do you think would have happened?
Man, I don't know. Me and I probably would have been at the same college. I ain't gonna lie. We probably been at the same college. We would have been. We was
Mm-hmm.
already tough, and we didn't even play with each other. Like I never seen Autumn play ever. Like I ain't seen her at AAU.
No.
We played against the same AAU people, but
Mm-hmm.
I never seen her like just play.
Right.
And we came
Right.
in there and we dominated. Like they knew who the two was that was gonna be.
They knew. Right.
They knew. So if we
And it would
had
be
one more
funny because we would look
year,
at each other and be like, "Hey, man, we gotta go up. We gotta turn up."
I don't even know how it would look like if we had one more year. It would, I don't know, unstoppable to
Yeah,
be honest.
unstoppable. We would have killed
Right.
all competition. Like we probably would have even been like nationally ranked if we both. Yeah, you know what? You know what I'm
If we
saying?
had
So
one more, yeah, we would have been
man,
there.
it would have been crazy. So where do you see yourself in 5 years? Do you see yourself still playing basketball in a different career path? What do you
Hmm.
see for yourself?
So I do want to play overseas, but if the overseas route
Hmm.
does not work out, I want to be a kids therapist.
Hmm.
So
That's good.
I switched. I didn't want to be a teacher no more. So I switched. I do want to be a kids therapist and work with kids and do that. And yeah.
Oh, that's sweet. KK loves the
Hmm.
kids. KK loves the kids.
I
Me,
do.
I feel like I definitely do want to play overseas as well because I
Hmm.
can't see my life without playing basketball, honestly.
Right.
But I mean, I'm trying to continue to go on with the communication route, being a sports reporter, broadcaster,
Hmm.
podcaster, doing all these different things with basketball. So that's what I'm trying to do. So
Yeah.
um, this is a good one. Did you ever deal with adversity over the season, and what did you do to overcome it? If so.
For sure did. So a lot of mentally stuff, like if I would mess up, because as a freshman, you don't really want to come in there messing up in front of coaches, in front of
Man.
like people who
Mhm.
are older than you. Like you just don't want to do that. So a lot of times, if I had a bad game, like that would mentally like tear me, and it would come into
Mhm.
my practices, and I would just be messing up in practice. Also, I mean, it obviously got better at the like close to the end of the year because I had a conversation with my coach about like just being mentally tough. And so
Mhm.
I think that was probably the biggest thing I had to face during this last season.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, I like what you said about how, coming in as freshmen, it's very hard because you want to be perfect. You don't want to mess
Yes.
up. You don't want to look bad in front of your teammates. You want to,
Hmm.
try to fit in as much as possible. And then especially because, going into a different system, you got to do whatever like the coach wants you to do. So I definitely feel like I was going through that in the beginning as well, trying to figure out like, how I fit in, what was my role going to be, what does the coach want
Hmm.
from me,
Hmm.
and mhm. And going in with that, what do you think? What do you wish somebody would have told you going into college?
Um, I think probably that it's okay to make mistakes at times. It's just as long as you
Hmm.
don't put your head down and you do something after that, like you go run back and get the ball back or something. I feel like a lot of times when you see people mess up, they get down.
Hmm.
And I think that I probably should have somebody should told me like you're gonna make mistakes, but at the end of the day, what you gonna do after the mistake? You know? So
Right.
that's probably the
Right.
biggest thing. Biggest thing. Mhm.
Yeah, I 100% agree. It's because it's not about the mistake; it's what you do after the mistake.
Yeah.
So that's really what's important.
Right.
And okay, last question for this section. What are you most looking forward to next season, and how are you going to mentally, physically, spiritually prepare for that over the
Yeah.
summer?
So I'm looking forward to becoming a better shooter. So
Hmm.
I really have my 3 game this year, but it's
Hmm.
it's in the making. It's in the making.
Is she
So
she gonna you gonna get it? I already know.
it's coming. And then I'm just looking forward to like our team. Like I just feel like our team, how we're connected and how we want to just be better than what we was last year. I'm just excited to see how we're gonna come out there and do something great.
Hmm.
Mm.
And I agree. I feel like my team too. I feel like we definitely went through a lot this season,
Mm.
and I feel like we definitely kind of overcome a lot of different stuff. And I'm kind of want to see how we progress and continue to build that foundation and continue just
Right.
to go there and be the best we can be every single day. Okay,
Exactly.
so I have some other questions for you. So, how have you been keeping up with March Madness so far? I
Yes.
know you
Of
have,
course.
right?
Of
Of
course.
course. So, what game has surprised you the most so far,
Oh,
or what team has
my bracket has been broken.
busted? Mine
But
busted too.
which was weird. Everybody looked at me weird when I said I think that Notre Dame had a chance of it this year. I really do think that they did. I really do truly believe
They
that they
did.
had a chance.
They did.
Now, if one person was on that game, they probably wouldn't have lost.
Right.
But we
That's
can't
true.
blame it on one person. So
You
I
can't
mean,
blame it on one person. It's a team game.
it's a team thing. But I think what game probably surprised me the most was West Virginia versus Iowa. That that was a lot. It was a lot of conversation about that, and I watched that whole game,
Mhm.
and I'm just like, for West Virginia to even be that close and potentially
Yes.
win it, but it don't show,
Win.
but win it, you know, it's that's
Yeah.
that's
It's
amazing.
scary because West Virginia was an 8 seed, Iowa
Yes.
number 1 seed. They came into Iowa, Iowa be jam packed, like every single
Yes.
seat taken up, ready to watch Caitlin Clark and
Hmm.
everybody play. And West Virginia definitely did shock the world. I was definitely sad that they lost that game, but they
For
definitely put up
sure.
a fight.
They
Yeah,
did.
they weren't going to go down. Yeah. And then Notre Dame, too, I definitely feel like they had a chance.
Yep.
They, obviously they had a couple players didn't have their best game, but, that's why it's called March Madness for a reason. So
Yep.
stuff like that happens all the time.
Hmm.
So who do you think is going to win the NCAA championship, the women's championship so far? What do you think?
Well, with the teams lasting, I don't know. I really, I was so for LSU last year. I don't know if they're
Yeah,
gonna win. Like, there's just so many factors that could make it
it
or
ain't my
break it.
fault.
You know.
Hmm.
So, but
Yeah,
I
that's true.
truly love LSU. I truly love LSU. But
Right.
I mean,
Big foe.
you never know. NC State might have a chance
you know,
at it. I don't know.
You never know. And you never know. I mean, I feel like there's so much drama. Like, obviously, LSU has been the most popular team. They had a
Yes.
lot of stuff surrounding around them, but I just don't see anybody beating South Carolina. I feel like they just have so
Right.
much stuff. Like, they had so many close games and they still continue to win. And
Exactly.
Dawn
Yeah.
Staley's just an amazing coach. And I feel like my pick is for South Carolina, but you never know. Like you said, NC State may win. You never know.
Yeah.
Juju Watkins and USC may. I don't know because Juju been killing. So I
Yes.
don't know.
Yeah.
um, did you see that fight between South Carolina and LSU, and what did you think about it?
I don't know. It was too much. It was just too much at the time. It was too much.
Yeah,
And then her brother come hopping in, you
hopping over the
know.
table. Yeah, it was a
It
lot.
was a lot. I liked how Angel Reese handled it though, cause she sat
She
down.
sat down.
She didn't want to get called a thug no more, no nothing. She
No,
sat down.
nothing. She's she was trying to keep her reputation for sure.
Right.
She said, "I'm gonna help y'all from right back here." So,
She did,
so
but
okay,
it was crazy. I don't know.
it was crazy. Do you? All right, let's do some comparisons. Okay, really quick, who is better, Angel Reese or Asia Wilson?
In college or like now.
Let's do okay how they are right now, like both
Okay.
right now.
Then definitely Wilson.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Angel got a lot of things to learn, and Wilson already got it. Like, she just got it,
Yeah.
and I think Angel got to get
Yeah.
better at shooting and all that. So, but
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
hmm
Caitlin Clark or Sabrina Ionescu?
mm.
That one's tough.
Oh,
That one's tough.
I, I, that's hard.
She lost her words.
That's really hard. I might choose. I might choose Sabrina. I might, just because
Hmm.
I think she's able to get in the lane more than a little bit more than Caitlin, just a little bit more.
That's true. That's true.
But then again, they're
Yeah, they right
similar.
there. Yeah, they right there.
They're definitely similar.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Um, yeah. I mean, honestly, I feel like Caitlin Clark's a better shooter just because like she has the ability to come down, pull up like from wherever.
Hmm.
Sabrina could do the same thing.
Yep.
But I mean, I think Sabrina's a little bit more aggressive and a little bit more, I don't know, they're similar, but they're kind of, one's good at something more than the other.
Hmm.
So, you know. And then last comparison, Juju Watkins or Aaliyah Boston?
Aaliyah. Aaliyah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna stick with
Yep.
it.
Okay.
I'm
Aaliyah.
gonna stick with
Okay.
it.
All right. All right. So last thing before we wrap up here, I got this thing that I'm gonna do at the end of every podcast. We're gonna call it the
Mm-hmm.
rain check trivia. And rain check
Okay.
trivia is basically a little like the Fast Money Family Feud type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna put 30 seconds on the clock, and there's gonna be 5 questions. And
Mm-hmm.
so if you get 5 out of 5, then you are the rain check trivia winner of the day. So
Oh Lord.
let me get my little. They're not bad questions. Like yeah, I think you'll get them. All right, so let's put the timer on. We got 30 seconds on the clock. Okay, here we go. 30 seconds. And are you ready? KayKay, are you ready?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Where is the women's Final Four going to be held next weekend?
Oh Lord. I'm gonna just go with San Francisco. I don't know.
Okay. What year was the WNBA founded? You already lost. Yeah.
1970.
Okay. What is every basketball player's favorite sports movie? I'm taking multiple answers.
Multiple. Mike Ike.
Okay.
Loving basketball.
Okay. What's the highest number of games a team can play in the NCAA tournament?
What they on 8 right now? Let's say 10.
What player did the infamous hand wave in last year's championship?
And Doreen.
All right, ding ding ding. Okay, let's go over KK's answers really quick. First question, I said, where is the women's Final Four going to be held next weekend? You said San Francisco with a question mark. It is in the opposite region. It is in Cleveland, Ohio next weekend. If you don't know, now you know. We coming to the O. It's in Cleveland. Okay, what year was the WNBA founded? You said 1970. It was 1996. So you were still in you were still in the same century.
19.
But
Yep.
Yep. What is every basketball player's favorite movie? You said, what'd you say?
My
Love and
guys
Basketball.
loving basketball. Mm-hmm.
Yep, those, I was taking all those answers, so you get that one correct.
Nice.
What's the highest number of games a team can play in the NCAA tournament? You said 10. It's really 7. But you were still in the right ballpark there. And last one, what player did the infamous hand wave in last year's tournament? It was Angel Reese or Caitlin Clark. They both did it. You can't see me. You can't see me.
Right.
All right. Well, KayKay, I thank you so much for joining me on the Free Reign podcast today. I'm so glad that you were able to hop on here, and good luck to you and your next season. And I hope to have you on sometime soon. And you guys, that's all for me today. I thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Autumn Rain, and to the next time on the Free Reign podcast.